What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Helmet Collection. Today we are going to go over some of the modified exhausts on the cars in the collection. We'll be doing cold starts, flybys. We're going to see which one's the loudest. I actually have my very own personal decibel reader. You know I keep the motherfucking thing on me. We'll be reviewing the Porsche GT3 RS, the Corvette C8, the Audi R8, the McLaren 765 LT Spider, the Ferrari 488, Lamborghini Urus, Lamborghini Countach, and last but not least, the McLaren Senna. Some of these cars actually hurt your ears. They are so loud. I think the Porsche might take the cake, but we have some new exhausts that are insane. So we'll figure out exactly which one's the loudest today. And a quick side note, one of the exhausts costs more than a brand new Honda CR-V. It's pretty nuts. I'm excited. I'll see you guys in a bit. We're heading over to Iron Gate right now. So we'll start off with the Ferrari 488. This car has a custom built B-Rogue exhaust, fully titanium. It sounds insane. This thing, I would say, is probably the biggest difference from factory to aftermarket exhaust of any car in the collection. It really brings this car to life. We threw some Klein carbon fiber exhaust tips. These are also aftermarket, obviously, and this car is catless. One thing to note with this exhaust is we have had issues. The car's been spitting oil. It needs to be tuned because it's catless, so there are things you need to worry about when getting into an exhaust like this, but overall, it totally changes the dynamic of the car. It makes it so much more fun to drive, and I think it's well worth it. It was just under $11,300 for the whole thing. That's material, labor, tax, the whole 9 yards. I think it's money well spent. Steve got this car for $225,000 a couple years ago, and it is a ton of fun. It sounds nuts. And we're gonna get right into the cold start and the flybys right now. Next up, we're moving straight onto a fan favorite. This is the McLaren 765 LT Spider, and it sounds insane. I'm sure you guys have watched your vlogs. This thing shoots 6-foot flames like nobody's business. It sounds amazing. And this paint, in direct sunlight, I think this is probably the best paint of any car in the collection. The whole combo, the carbon fiber, the wheels, the paint, the exhaust, it's just money. I love this thing. The cherry on top is definitely the exhaust. This is an unobtainium exhaust installed by Cannonball Garage. They did a tune with this as well. The price for everything, tune, exhaust, dyno, the whole nine, was $24,967. Pretty nuts. It's actually not the most expensive exhaust in the collection. We'll go over it later in the video, but worth every penny. If you guys are familiar with our vlogs, I'm sure you've seen this thing shoot 6-foot flames. It backfires like a shotgun when you get it right if you downshift. It is just amazing. This is probably my favorite car to drive in the collection. I think this exhaust also really brought this car to life. We'll jump right into the cold start and the flyby. Let me know what you think in the comments. Next up, the blue-headed stepchild of the collection. This is the Pandem wide-body Corvette C8. We did a Borla attack exhaust on this. Honestly, no one really drove this car until it had the exhaust, but Henny loves it, and that's all that matters, right, Henny? Natalia's gone today, so Henny's taking over her position, sitting down on the ground. We did black exhaust tips in this one. I think it really looked nice. The old exhaust tips were like a silver squared off tip. I didn't like how it looked at all, but this car is Valvetronic, so you put it in Z mode and the valves open. It really makes this car more fun to drive, and that's the whole point of the exhaust. I'm gonna say about every car because that's what they're made to do, but it's amazing how much of a difference it actually makes on a car like this where the standard exhaust just doesn't do much for you. All that being said, this Borla attack exhaust was $5,359. That's material, labor, tax, the whole 9 yards. This thing sounds awesome. It's honestly, it sounds like a deal after going over the McLaren exhausts. The Senna we haven't even talked about yet. That thing's insane. But we'll jump right into the cold start and the flybys. Lizard green Porsche GT3 RS. AUDI, one of the highest revving cars in the collection. We decided to go with a Dundon crack pipe exhaust on this bad boy. This exhaust vibrates so much it's actually broken the clamps and the mounts for this thing, I think 3 or 4 times now. This at 9,000 RPMs is ear piercing. I think it's between this or the Ferrari's my bet for the loudest car in the collection, but it sounds amazing. We decided to keep the cats on this, and it is still this loud. I can't even imagine if we got rid of the cats. It would be too much to handle. Truly, already, this car, when you're in it for more than 20 minutes, the buzzing from the exhaust like almost hurts your head. It's so loud, but that's how Steve likes it. It's super loud and annoying. Got the copper plate. It's perfect for Steve. If you want to get yourself a crack pipe, it is going to set you back $12,756. Money well spent, but it's not my money, so I can't speak to it. We will go straight into the cold start flyby. Next up, just kidding, I can't do that. I'm 25. Next up, yeah, I know. Next up is the Audi R8. This is my baby girl. I absolutely love this car. I think this is the coolest looking exhaust of anything. Come through this up. Of anything in the collection. This is a Rada Race Lab custom made titanium exhaust. Cannonball Garage did a full turbo build on this car. So they put this on. It was a little cheaper to install if we were just talking exhaust because the car was already torn apart. I don't give this car enough credit because truly it sounds amazing. Steve never drives it, but I think this is one of the hidden gems in the collection. This car is just good at everything, and I think this exhaust plays a huge role in that. 1,000 wheel horsepower, and it sounds like it. Rada Race Lab did an amazing job with this thing. Just freaking look at it, dude. Look at it. I'm not joking. Oh, I just want to like, just grab it. But truly, this exhaust is, I think, visually the best looking exhaust of anything Steve owns. This came out to right around $9,500. Again, it's a little cheaper than it would have been if you were just doing exhaust because the car was already torn apart. They didn't have to do labor with the back bumper or anything. So just under 10 grand for a full custom exhaust, handmade titanium. I think that's all the mumbo jumbo with this exhaust. We'll go straight into cold start flyby.
As you guys know, the Hamilton Collection is driven to give back. Today we're going to do a donation to something near and dear to my heart. We had a friend's dad that was recently diagnosed with ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. So we're going to send all of the money that we've made to him right now. That has been $6,530 since the last time, so we're going to do this through the GoFundMe. While I am at it, we're going to put the link here on the screen. We hope that you can click and donate to this gentleman as well. There are a lot of needs that come with this disease, so we hope that you guys will help out. And we are all done, and we truly wish the best for the Kreider family. And as a reminder, all the merch that you buy, everything that you do on our channel, all of the proceeds go to charity. Thank you so much.
We are all wrapped up with the flybys. We have the cars lined up and we're gonna get some decibel readings. I'll stand probably 5 to 10 feet back so it's even for each car. I don't wanna get too close or too far away. But I think that after that, I think the Porsche might take the cake. That thing is so loud. We'll see what happens. We'll start at the very end of the R8. Henny's gonna hop in, rev that bad boy up. I'm guessing this will be mid 120s, but I really have no idea. All right, we're going to max. All right, start it up, Henny.
Yeah, what's start up?
109.
109?
Rev it.
What did it hit?
129.4.
Oh!
So we'll see. I don't know how high this goes. Well, I guess we'll do the Ferrari and see what happens.
106.3, that's
106
less.
for a startup.
That's less.
Rev it. 126.6.
What?
So the R8's louder?
No way.
Was that 128? Yeah.
It was 129.4.
I'm lost. This seems way louder. Do it one more time. All right, 127.6. But the R8 took the cake. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm eager. The Porsche's gonna blow this mic out, dude.
Yes, 100%.
Let's see it.
100%. 100 even.
On the dot.
Wow.
It is gonna blow this mic out.
Bro, 129.5. That's the
That's
highest.
lower. What was the R8?
129.4.
All right,
That's the
man.
highest.
Give it one more.
One more.
30.
Oh my.
Nothing.
Dude. 120.9?
Oh, valves are open.
Oh,
now.
valves are open. Wow. All right, rev it up.
Hit it. That's the winner now.
129.6.
I guess C8's now the loudest, right?
You see it is
That
the
was
loudest
25.
car.
This better hit 130.
With all due respect, we did win an exhaust competition with
that car.
Yeah,
You're right.
We won a rev battle.
I want to see this thing pop and like break this thing. I want this to explode in my hand.
107.7. That's
It's
weak.
like it's like a lower pitch startup, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, buddy, rev it up. God.
131.9. I thought you called it.
Yes.
Did he say it was this car? Or
Yes.
This is a Porsche. I need to show him how it's done.
That's why you're the THC
That did it.
CEO. Let's go,
I know.
baby.
I do Nuggles, you high five. Let's go, baby!
What did it hit?
It doesn't say.
What? Henry.
I was literally holding it all time.
Man.
We got to do it with flames.
Henny, you're fired.
We have.
No flames. 137.8. That's loud, dude. But it's weird because I feel like the GT3 hurt, but this one it's like a good, it sounds
I'm
good
gonna be
revving.
honest, this one hurts. Actually, I don't know. Natalia was driving the GT3 like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
And I was behind, and that car hurt so bad.
Did you get this? 137.8. The Countach and the Senna are out of town. If they come back in the next couple days before the vlog goes live, I'll try to get some decibel ratings of those as well. We have clips we can add, and the Urus just got an exhaust as well, so we'll head back into the Urus next. As I promised, we're gonna go over the last 3 cars with exhaust in the collection, the Urus being one of them. This has the $16,000 Aprakovich exhaust. I think it's actually quieter than the standard factory exhaust, but it sounds really good. We stuck with it. I think the tips look great. It suits the car really, really well. We'll do a couple revs on the Urus.
.4.
Yeah, that's like the startup of the C8. That's really not super impressive. It does pop and burble when you're driving it. So if you downshift, it makes it sounds better while driving, but revving this car really doesn't do much for me. Either way, it's good for hauling your kids around. As you can see, we've had this car for 3 weeks. It already has 2,300 miles on it and has been very well loved by the family. There's stuff. There's dirt all over it. For all you who don't believe that Steve uses his cars, this is the reality of driving your super and hypercars. Currently here that I wanted to cover are the Lamborghini Countach. We had that exhaust changed to a Quicksilver. That thing sounds awesome. That's made a huge difference. We did that when we did a big service last winter. That exhaust was, drumroll please, $8,156.75. So not too bad for a car that's nearing almost $1 million now. And last but not least, the Senna, which has the most expensive exhaust of any car in the collection. That was a whopping $31,657. That's literally the cost of a brand new Honda CR-V. The thing is, that whole exhaust was handmade. It was the first one that Obtainium has ever made for a Senna. That's with tune, that's with the dyno testing, the whole 9 yards. They had to ship the factory exhaust to Canada and then back to the US to get all the measurements. It was nuts. So very expensive, but that car sounded like a vacuum cleaner before the exhaust. So I'm glad we did it. We'll throw a dyno video of that. It sounds nuts. I think that wraps up pretty much everything. That's all the cars with exhaust currently in the collection. Sounds like we might do straight pipes on the Bugatti to come. Who knows? If you guys want to see straight pipes on the Chiron, please comment below. We'd love to hear from you. As always, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you. Get some merch. They're super comfy. And I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.